Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Mindthewetfloor. My name is Lamont, and if you're a new subscriber, I would like to thank you for joining me on whatever time of day you're watching this video. I'm immensely appreciative. Please make sure to bang that subscribe button. Just bang it, click it on the bottom right of your screen right now if you haven't subscribed. If you're a returning viewer that has subscribed, still, thank you very much and I appreciate you. Could not begin this video without mentioning the fact that I have a collection that is currently out right now on cozystyleofficial.com. I'm gonna plaster it on the screen just so you can't ignore it, but the link to that will also be in the description below. Currently wearing the kimono right now if you couldn't tell, but there are a bunch of other pieces. We've got a hoodie, we've got some t-shirts, we've got some scarves, and some more stuff will be coming in the future, but as for now, that's as much as we have, I believe, on the website. So please do check it out if you haven't already, or if you've been hesitant as to whether or not, you don't know whether either the price is justifiable or what to buy or what you should or shouldn't buy. Please feel free to ask. If you have any questions about the sizing, just hit me up and I can sort you out with whatever it is you need. To those of you who have purchased the collection, thank you very much. I really, truly, so many reallys. I truly appreciate it. I can't express my gratitude enough to you, and please do continue to support in the future. I hope you have, for those of you who've received your pieces, I hope you like them. I hope they're to whatever standards you hope they would be, and if not, again, please feel free to let me know what you like to see more of in the future. But anyway, I didn't want to waste any time on this video. Let's just get straight into it. On today's video, I am going to be giving you a list of my favorite stores as of 2020, from 2019, 2020, let's say. I had a tough time trying to come up with a nice number of stores that would be appropriate for this video. I didn't know whether to go with 5 or to go with 10. So I just went in the middle. I have about 7 or 8 because I just couldn't decide, and I couldn't really condense it into a nice, well, not really an even number, but into a nice multiple of 5.
Those people who are familiar,
hit the like button down below if you haven't already while you're watching this video. Before you have, also go check out my campaign videos and the interview I did about the collection as well, just so you can get more information about that if you are curious as to how the whole thing came about and what the entire concept and story behind the entire thing is. Coming in at number 1, a lot of people in the UK might be familiar with the store. It's a very popular online store that everyone I know is essentially shops at or looks for clothing at, and that store goes by the name of ASOS. ASOS is a predominantly online retailer that sells both men and women's wear pieces. They offer a range of brands, both their own eponymous label brands and also more sporty, well, more popular or heritage brands. For example, Nike, Adidas, Bershka, Boohoo, New Look. If you're into Polo, Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger, they basically have a wide array of brands you can choose from. The reason I put them on this list is because they tend to do pretty well at keeping up with trends, but also looking forward as to what the next wave might be before it's necessarily in the more high street retailers like H&M and Zara. If I'm looking for something that I want to stand out in, or if I'm looking for something that's unique and that I can wear for multiple different reasons and on multiple different occasions, then ASOS is a place I definitely look. Another reason I shop there usually is because their prices are very reasonable in my opinion. They offer a number of sales during the year, but I think their main sale seasons are around the May-June period and also early in the year like December, January if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. I'll double check and write it down for you guys so I give you the exact dates and stuff. But yeah, they have very reasonable price points for everything that they sell. I'm talking like 50, 60, sometimes even 70% off their goods. So it's a place I definitely recommend if you're not familiar with. Definitely check out ASOS. Coming in at number 2, and this is my personal favorite of all the stores I'm going to list, just because my style as of today is very much in line with the aesthetic and the ethos of the brand. And the store goes by the name of COS. COS is spelled C-O-S. If you're my friend or if you've been shopping with me recently, I probably mentioned the store to you a number of times. I think I'm a fan of the store for a number of reasons, just because, well, one, I'm transitioning out of wearing jeans, so I've been wearing a lot more formal or tailored pants as of the past maybe 2 years, and the store just has everything in a perfect fit for my kind of size and my build. It's not the problem I have with a lot of stores that offer maybe, like pleated trousers or just formal trousers, is they tend to be slim fit, or they tend to be in a shape that doesn't necessarily work well with my build. I'm kind of like a bit stocky and a bit hefty, but I'm also on the shorter side, so COS does well for me because their sizing just works perfectly and it sits well on my body. They also do a bunch of mock neck t-shirts and really heavyweight shirts that I'm a big fan of. My favorite out of their collection are the pleated trousers. They're freaking fire. I don't want to curse here, but they're so freaking fire. They have such a large number of them that I'm sure that whatever your tastes are, even if it's not necessarily the pleated kind, but if you're just looking for something that's smart casual, COS is definitely a store that I'd recommend you to check out, just because it's freaking great, dude. Another reason they probably become more popular is because, especially with the Instagram aesthetic now being very much about tan colors or nude colors, very monochrome, very solid, not too many patterns and stuff going on. I think COS is excellent for that because they offer a really nice blend of that sort of solid color, but it's not just like browns and tans or beige. They do nice blues, they do nice black, and yeah, I just highly recommend it. They're probably on the pricier side of things in comparison to ASOS. Maybe, I don't know, like 80 pounds is their average price that I pay for trousers occasionally, unless they're on sale. Every video you're gonna see me, and I'm gonna keep mentioning sales because sales are the best things to ever happen. So if you're like me and you like to save some money, just wait for the sales and I'm sure you'll be able to find something for you that's useful there. Coming in at number 3, we have Weekday. Weekday is a brand that I've become more familiar with over the past year, maybe, just because I think they speak to the zeitgeist and the current culture that the fashion industry has, but also just what people want to wear on a day-to-day basis. So if you're a person that likes more casual clothing and aren't really into the more tailored fits or tapered fits, Weekday is a store that you should definitely check out. They have a very nice selection of t-shirts, pants. I have this nice quilted utility vest that I wear from them that I basically wear every day other than when I'm filming videos. But I basically wear that vest every day when I can and when I can squeeze it into an outfit. So I really like Weekday for that reason. I think they are probably the better version of H&M in my opinion. They know what they're doing. They really speak to the culture, and also they have enough goods to where anyone can go in there and find something that they like. They definitely have a unique style and a unique approach to the way in which they propose their clothing and the way they put it together. If you've been into any of the stores, for example, the one on Oxford Street in London has it has this like glass room in the center of the store in the menswear section where they actually screen print t-shirts for you, or like a bag or whatever you want screen printed for you. They can do it for you in the store, which I think is really sick, and stuff like that just really put them on this list for me, because you can tell that they're very much in tune with what's going on, and they very much care about their customer and what the customer of this generation would want to wear. And I'm sure that if you frequent fashion online and on YouTube or on IG, you've probably come across their ads occasionally. I get ads from them all the time, so I'm sure you guys would be familiar with them if you're on IG for that reason. But yes, Weekday definitely would recommend. Again, it's slightly on the more casual side of things, but if you're looking for just simple, clean aesthetic, slightly maybe oversized, slouchy If you're looking for the more hipster, I think Weekday is a store that you should definitely check out. Coming in at number 3, and this might be quite a surprise for most people watching this video, is Uniqlo. Uniqlo was a sleeper pick in my opinion. I slept on it for a very long time just because I associated it with mainly just I don't know, like very simple, basic clothing, like just essentials. So if you want to wear chinos, or you just want a simple plaid shirt, or just a simple white t-shirt, you might go to Uniqlo for that reason. But as I recently discovered, they tend to do a lot of sick collaborations with different brands. For example, I have a t-shirt that if you watched, I have 2 t-shirts actually, but if you watched one of my previous videos, maybe 2-3 videos ago, I wore a t-shirt that was a collaboration with Andy Warhol that I got from Uniqlo. I think it was around 30 to 40 pounds, which, mate, that's ridiculously cheap for the quality of the t-shirt too. Because when I got it, I expected that maybe it'd be a bit thin, the con would be a bit rough, but it was super soft, super durable, heavyweight. I'm just absolutely in love with that t-shirt, and if I could wear it more I would, but I don't want it to wear and wash down because I really want to maintain its color. But they have a bunch of other collaborations too if you're not necessarily looking for that. But yeah, Uniqlo, super tight, perfect for just everyday essential items, t-shirt, socks. Just go for it if you wear underwear.
If you want
their underwear too. I've never tried it, but Uniqlo underwear too. Freaking sick. Coming in at number 4, we have Arket. Arket is another store that I discovered around the same time I found out about Weekday. I discovered it online before I even knew they had like actual storefronts on high streets and actual, brick and mortar stores, if you will. They offer, I'd say more not really heritage, but more classic silhouettes and classic pieces. So I'm talking just standard washed denim jeans, a nice white t-shirt, maybe a striped t-shirt. They have some nice overcoats in like twill or wool. They have a couple that are denim as well. They have just basic hoodies, basic hats. I really like it as an alternative to maybe a Uniqlo for basic items. It's just best quality for very decent and reasonable prices in my opinion. I have another utility vest that I have there that you probably see me wear somewhere. I think I wore it in one of the videos probably. It's in this military green or forest green. I don't know the exact color, but definitely in love with that utility vest. It's nice and heavy, it's thermal too, so I can wear it in the winter, and I bought it in a larger size just so I can wear like a hoodie or something underneath it. But I would definitely recommend Arket if you're looking just for a clean aesthetic. Next on the list, we have a store that I have a love-hate relationship with just because of the fact that sometimes they get things right and other times it's just dry. Like I can't find anything that I like in there. If you're in South Africa or Botswana or UK or Europe or America, you would be familiar with the store. The store is Zara. I hate the fact that I even mentioned it on this list, but I just felt like it had to be in there because it's an affordable store that for the most part tries to cater to an audience that wants to up their style game, but for something that's reasonably priced and for prices that are affordable for the majority of the population. I don't think Czar is necessarily caught up to my style evolution yet, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but if you're looking for good alternatives, I think I go to Zara mainly for their accessories. They have nice like bags and satchels. I've gotten a couple of bags from there before. They have decent shoes. I've only maybe bought 1 pair of shoes from there just to see what they fit like and whether or not they've last. I bought them maybe 4 years ago now, and they've held up pretty well. They only started coming off, maybe in the past couple of months, but I just took them to the collar and they're right back into shape. Oh, another reason I go to Zara mainly is for their coats and their jackets. I think that's mostly what I've bought from Zara in the past year, the coats and jackets, because I think that's where they get it right in terms of the fit. They get it right in terms of the silhouette, the colors, and also just the materials that they pick, I think are super tight. So I definitely recommend Zara for that. Also, they're very affordable. So if you're looking for a jacket that's maybe of the standard of what does nice coats? think there's this Andamila Meeser coat that I really wanted for a long time. Or if you're looking for like an Aleeks alternate, well, not really Aleeks, I don't know if they're there yet, but if you're looking for a nice long coat in either a slim fit or oversized or whatever fit you're looking for, I definitely recommend Zara because they just have the best options in terms of that. I personally just like shopping online because I find that not too many people find the pieces that I can find online, especially specifically to my taste. Whereas when I go in store, because there's the same number of options available to everybody, it's more likely that someone's going to pick up the same thing that you did. Also, online gives you access to a lot more stores than the ones that are in your current vicinity. So I definitely recommend online. And finally on this list, a store that's been around for a while. I don't even know if it counts as a store, but it's a platform that's been around for a while. Everyone is probably familiar with it by now, and that is eBay. eBay has been a part of my life and my shopping for a number of years, more than I can even count or even remember back to. But the main reason I like eBay is because I can find items that I wouldn't be able to find in stores, and people just have ridiculous things on sale there. I'm not a frequent eBay shopper, but I'm definitely a frequent eBay surfer, if that makes sense. So I'm on there a lot just to look at different things that I might want, but I'm not necessarily buying stuff on there all the time. The most recent thing I tried to buy from eBay was probably some Gucci floral jeans, and I literally missed the bid by maybe 10 pounds, and I was so mad because it sold. And that's just still hurts my heart to this day, but hopefully I'll be able to find those jeans again. But yeah, on eBay, with sites like eBay, it's really important that you ensure that you can verify the authenticity of the goods that you're trying to purchase. Make sure that your seller and your buyer is legit. I know they try as much as possible to make sure that the customer-buyer relationship is sound and that everything's tight, but just for your own sake, you might want to make sure that what you're buying is actually legitimate, and do your research prior to actually spending money on anything, because it's easy to get ripped off on there for whatever brands you might be looking for. And yeah, that concludes my list for my top stores for 2020. Honorable mentions would definitely go to vintage stores. I couldn't really list them in specific order, but there are a number of stores that I've visited in the past years, especially, where I've just found some really cool items, some just stuff that I could not possibly find anywhere, and stuff that's just invaluable to me, specifically t-shirts and maybe some coats as well that I've gotten. Definitely recommend you check out vintage stores wherever they're available in your country if you're looking for some nice just t-shirts that still have that like washed, timeless look to them. If you're looking for something that's not necessarily high quality, but if you have good vintage pieces, you can essentially wear them for the rest of your life, because you can keep just re-wearing them, repurposing them, getting them fixed, and getting them to a point, and they always look good, even if they're a bit distressed or they have a bit of a rip around the neckline or whatever. They always look good and they always hold their value, which is why I recommend vintage stores. Also for sustainability reasons, just for obvious things, if you're looking to build a sustainable wardrobe, which is again another video I could do separately. And actually I did do a video, I think that was my second episode of Mindthewetfloor, where I did the whole sustainable thing, and I went to a vintage kilo sale. So I definitely recommend, if it's available in your country, for you to check out vintage sales, because they're just tight. I just wanted to mention that with all these stores, especially the ones that are online, if they don't ship to your country or you don't have access to them, specifically speaking to the people that might be in Botswana watching this video and are like, you're mentioning all these stores, but I don't know if they'll ship to me in time and if I can get them, is at this point that I'd recommend that you find a proxy, which is basically a person in the country that you're looking to ship from, who can order the goods on your behalf and then ship them through you, or ship them to you through a courier service such as DHL, FedEx, whatever other courier services are out there. Those are the ones that just immediately come to mind. Those are probably the best. That would probably be the best option if you're looking to cop from these stores, because, well, one, you can get the prices, you can get the goods at their real retail price before they get to, maybe, let's say you wanted to buy from Zara online, and I don't know if they ship from South Africa, but you wanted to get something from Zara UK specifically, you could hit me up and be like, yo, I'm looking to get this piece. You see the prices, obviously you'd have to send me the money. I'm not going to buy it for you, but I'm just ordering the thing on your behalf, and then I order it to my address and then ship it from my address to you through whatever courier service and through whatever delivery package you'd like. If you wanted first class, then obviously you're gonna have to pay for the first class service, which obviously means you're probably gonna have to spend a bit more money than the average person would have to buy. But if you really want it, and if you really want to cop those pieces, yeah, I'd highly recommend you getting a proxy. Please feel free to hit me up. I can assist you with that, and hopefully we'll be able to get goods to you too. There's another option which I won't say because a lot of my friends who are here might hate me for it, so I won't mention the other alternative to this, but it has something to do with people going back home in the summer and how you can catch them. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, that would also be a viable option given that the person's willing to assist you in that regard. I think that's all I have to say. If there are any stores that you think I may have missed out, or you know any stores that I'm not familiar with, please do leave them in the comment section down below. I'll be more than happy to hear about them. Please just share them with me. Let me know what I may have missed out. Thank you so much for watching this video. This has been Mind the Wet Floor with Lamont. I hope to see you again next time, and until then, take care. Peace.